Hi guys, it's Michael here from Michael's Trains Vlogs. Before I start vlog 100, I want to thank you all for getting me this far. I really appreciate it. We are already at vlog 100 in not even a year, so yippee. And there will be many more vlogs to come. I hope you enjoy. Will you ever film Interstate Australia? What is your favourite Australian railroad company / logistics? And what is your favourite locomotive from Conrob Rail Fanning? If I ever get the chance, I will film Interstate Australia, maybe down in, if I ever go interstate one day for a holiday, maybe I'll be able to film some trains then. My favourite Australian railroad company is Pacific National, and my favourite locomotive is NR73. Thank you for your question. Am I a great person to film trains sometimes? What is the best consist you got so far since you first started, and why is that? Can you show us the consist if possible? From DexCorp81. Yes, you are, lol. The best consist I got so far is 6 SP5 with my favourite locomotive leading NR73, the GAN and the Indian Pacific on it. And I will show you the consist at the start of feature 2. What run numbers are you willing to see for freight trains if you have a chance to go to Sydney again? From ATV Adams Trains Vlogs. Well, the next time I go to Sydney, I'd like to film any freight train possible. Maybe I'd like to see Melbourne to Brisbane and stuff, even though I've seen those a lot of times. And some Brisbane to Sydney, if it's during a weekday. And I'd also like to see some BA and AB runs. So yes, those are the trains I would like to see. What made you start YouTube? What is your favourite video on your channel? And what is your favourite train to film? From RT Lucas. What made me start YouTube is I saw lots of other people filming trains and doing this as a hobby, so I thought, why not do it as well? My favourite video on my channel at the moment is currently my Where I Curve video. That's pretty cool. And my favourite train to film are freight trains. So thank you for your question. What is your favourite location for train spotting? If you could no longer film in Sydney, what city would you move to for train spotting? From Aussie John. My favourite location for train spotting is down in the Southern Highlands at Where I Curve, because there's a lot of good trains there in a small amount of time. And if I could no longer film in Sydney, I would move to Melbourne because they have a lot of good trains down there. Thank you for your question. Do you have any other hobbies / interests than trains? And who's your favourite YouTuber from Alexander's Trains Vlogs? Yeah, I do have another hobby, but that's drawing, and I really don't do that often. But I still like to draw and do that. And my favourite YouTuber at the moment, other than myself, is PewDiePie. What is your favourite railway company in the world? From Blake Wheatley. My favourite railway company in the world is Pacific National and SSR. Thank you for your questions, everyone. Really appreciate them. And now I hope you enjoy feature 2. Yes! NR73! Thank you! NR73, NR18, NR86, and 8244! TT108. That's going to Dunmore Quarry. And in the distance we have 6W2 in our class leading, so see when that comes closer. It has 5 locos. Second locomotive is NR89, and there's an Oscar about to arrive on platform number 1, sorry, I always get that confused. Front for cars is H27. With the NR classes right there. Second locomotive NR89. Third locomotive NR51. Fourth locomotive LDP008 and fifth locomotive 8169. '76, 8125, and 8165. And we have 3930 approaching. It's going slow, but the leading loco is 8257. We just got KFC from across and we were walking across and we saw in the distance, and me, Ben and Adam sprinted like hell. leading loco 8257. Second locomotive 8249. Third locomotive 8239. And fourth locomotive 8155. We have 1921 about to pass. Platform number 2. 8224 leading. Followed by 8222, 8168 and 8232. And that's very unusual. The loco is 8203. The leading loco is NR101. And they just stopped. I think I just made that horn. Leading loco NR101 and second locomotive NR89. This is 8235 leading. 8837 and 8125. The leading loco is NR73. Second locomotive LDP 009. Third locomotive 9324. Crankers up. NR62 and NR4. That's going to Brisbane. Leading loco 8223. Second locomotive 8233. Third locomotive 8232. It's an 82 class. 8239 is the leading loco with 9833. Third locomotive 9324. The leading loco is NR75 again. Followed by NR52, NR49, and 8184. And we have 2MW2 approaching with the leading loco has a moustache on it. What the heck? The leading loco is NR66. November. What the hell? It's second locomotive NR101, third locomotive LDP 007, and fourth locomotive 9321. The leading loco, and they'll be departing shortly. The leading loco is NR22. Second locomotive LDP 005. Third locomotive 9323. Fourth locomotive NR41. leading loco is 8110. The leading loco is NR 110. NR 116 is the leading banker. And the second banker is NR 81. About to depart shortly because the signal has changed. Yep, they're departing. Because there's another train about to come out of Inner Harbour. This one has 8236, 4 locomotives. comes the LDP class. LDP 003 is the loco. The leading loco is 8154. Followed by 8144. 6 BM4 approaching. Leading like an NR24, NR62, and then NR52.
Thanks. Followed by B61 and C5.
8167 leading. Followed by 8157 and 8245. Followed by 8127 and 8174. Leading like an NR6. Followed by AN3 and NR71. Leading loco is NR67. Followed by AN9 and NR29 Indian Pacific. Leading loco G514, second locomotive G513. And we have a PN grain train approaching platform number 2. I'm not quite sure the run number, but the leading loco is 8172. Second locomotive 8127 and third locomotive 8116. Leading loco 8258. Second locomotive 8237. Third locomotive 8239. There's an Oscar arriving on platform number 1. That's H52 and H28. Leading loco is NR19.